Hello, coders. Now that we have got some basic understanding of strings, let's go ahead and do a project today on identifying all the substrings. It is a pretty popular way to learn this topic, and there's a reason for it. This enables you to learn some very key concepts, and you will see them as we go forward. But first, let's understand what a substring is. A substring is defined as a sequence of characters, a part of it, a substring of it, but it should be in sequence. So for instance, PYT would be a substring, but say a Y, H, and N will not be a substring. If today we have to list down all the substrings, what is it that we will do? The first character, so it's first P, then it will be PY. Now let us list down all the substrings starting from the second character, that is Y. We have listed down now all the substrings of Python. Now let's make an observation on what is the pattern that we are following here. We are starting with 0 and then we keep increasing. Initially, as you do your first few coding projects, it's good that you do this a little bit on paper and then code it up. So why don't you take like a break and come back and check how your indexes are? How's your exercise? How does your paper look? So let's go through. So you would have numbered it 0 to 5 like this. I'm hoping some of you would have done the reverse indexing also. That is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. How do we write a loop in which we can print the substrings? So give it a go and come back from P all the way till Python. I'm ready to create a new Python. I've called it string, all substrings. So I've defined a string, a variable myString, as Python. I'm also defining an empty substring, which is going to hold all the substrings. I hope you remember how to define an empty list. To print this first set, I'm using a for loop. So if you all remember the syntax for the for loop, so for, I'm taking index as a variable to hold the index every time it moves. And we want in the range of length of myString. So we've come here and fixed the indexes now based on how we have to give it for slicing in our code. So when we want to start from the first one, we have to give it 1 extra because it's not going to count it. So if we want 0, 0, we have to give it 1. If we want till the length of the string, till the fifth one, so we have to give it 6. 1 extra. So this is where we are right now. We are going to print. So we have to start from 1:2 so that it prints Y, and it has to go all the way till 1:6. So it has to start from P and then go all the way till N. Next time it has to start from Y and go till N. It is picking up outer index from here. So first time 0, then 1, then 2, then 3. So this is good to go. And then when we are printing outer index till index. Okay, let's run and see what happens. Okay, so we've got all these empty ones. Why is that? That's because of the same problem which we saw. 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay, let's see what is the problem here. Every time when we start, our second should not start from that value. It should start from the next one. Index should not start from outer index. It should start from outer index plus 1. And there we go. Now we've got all the substrings listed well. Has this been a little too much for you? Too tricky? 2 loops? So many things to handle? Let's come back and look here. So what we did, our inner loop. Now we have 2 loops, outer loop and inner loop. So our outer loop is running this bit. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? This is the outer loop. Because it's running from P, then from Y, then from T, then from S, then from O, then from N. Your inner loop is running from where your outer loop is right now till the length of the string.